Anybody home? Come on out, everybody! It's time to play!
You're crazy.
I'm not crazy, I just don't give a fuck! Smoking bars outside inside, and I wanna know what the fuck you're doing with my time!
Oh, I kick ass for the Lord.
What's up, you slasher-loving maniacs, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. Today I have an awesome 80s slasher flick to show off. I'm showcasing it. It is Matt Olson's 1985, very strange and unusual, but very fun and entertaining slasher flick. It is Blood Tracks. And Blood Tracks, well, it's fabulous. Fabulously fun and entertaining. And just a crazy thing to cover here because it's really fun and unusual. But yeah, let's get into it. Here is Blood Tracks. So Blood Tracks is a very special kind of flick. It's a UK-Swedish kind of collab where it's filmed in Sweden, and it's just a very, well, let's just get right down into the summary of the film. The movie follows a group of 80s rockers who are filming a music video, so they have their roadies and their chicks and their manager and the music director and all that different stuff. They're all there at this kind of ski resort in the middle of nowhere in this wilderness, and they're gonna do a music video. So that's the basic premise of it, but the film opens up and shows us something completely different. So it shows a family who are under siege by this crazy man. Nobody knows who this crazy drunkard is. They don't tell us. I'm assuming it's the father of the family. And he comes in looking for booze. And the mother attacks him to protect her children. And the guy stabs her, or he slits her throat. And so the mother defends herself and stabs him and kills him. So they have to go on the run. And then it goes, it cuts that scene, it goes 20 years later, the family has fled, and that's when the movie comes into play. But what brings these things together, these two very opposing things together, is that the family has been living in the wilderness for the past 20 years, and they're pretty much savages at this point. Deranged, demented savages, living in this old oil refinery that's been abandoned for years. So that's their little house, and the 80s rock band are coming in to make their music video in this factory and the surrounding grounds. And they don't like that, so they, a few of the family members decide to take it upon themselves to kill people one by one. It seems like there's a warring faction of like the eldest boy, son of the crazy people. They don't want to kill people, they don't want to bring more violence because then they'll have to move again. So this has happened before apparently, but they're just so messed up in the head that they just go on a killing spree. It's really weird and unusual. It's got a very strange atmosphere to it, and it's got like one portion of like a fun 80s kind of style with the rockers and their groupies and all the different characters that make up the kind of good guys of the movie. Juxtaposed against these the Hills Have Eyes kind of vagrants that are just prone to violence, and they're almost like cavemen. It's a very strange combo for these two to come together, but it's executed really well. And I guess the highlights of the film are the moments where the crazed family are attacking everyone. There's a lot of amazing kills, practically done, creative and inventive, and they don't really hold back on the gore, so you really see everything. It's just an interesting, and the thing that's really interesting, I guess, is that the amount of kills, because there's so many characters in this movie, and every single one of them pretty much die, so it's just like one death after another, and crazy moments after another. It really piles it on, and it makes it something interesting to check out and entertaining. But as of caring for the characters, you don't really give a shit on either end of the good guys or the bad guys. There's just too many people on screen to really focus in on one character. I know they focus in on this helicopter pilot for some odd reason as the main protagonist, and I don't remember his name. But it's just weird because I thought going in that we would focus more on the band itself. But the band members, I don't even think they even say their names during the movie. They're just there as movie dressing, I guess. And they get picked off as easily as any of the other people of the text behind the scenes of the music video, the director. It's just a smorgasbord of like a killing field of all these characters. So, I mean, that's the one thing I was really hoping. I really wanted to have a more of a focus on the 80s rock band aspect of it. But, I mean, it's a disappointment only on my end because that's what I was expecting. I really would love to see a movie like that. But, yeah, it is a fun movie in general. A lot more darker than I was anticipating. I thought it was going to be more of a whimsical kind of 80s slasher flick. But it really delves into some dark stuff. Dark and demented and weird. But, yeah, it does have that 80s rock sense, but not as much as I'd like. But overall, a really awesome, fun film with, like I said, great effects, interesting story, and interesting location to kind of explore. The oil refinery is really distinct in its kind of visual features. And the cool thing is, like, the family lives inside, like, I don't even know how to describe it, like a long tube system, but inside the, like, inner workings of the oil refinery. It's really, really interesting stuff. And the director did a good job of kind of mirroring the weird world that they have in there against the 80s kind of lifestyle and people from civilization colliding with the riffraffs of the world. But awesome, awesome stuff. And yeah, I recommend it if you definitely like 80s slasher movies. If you like movies that have like 80s rockers in it, that kind of glam rock, you'll love it. And the best movie I can describe this as is like the closely resembles it is The Hills Have Eyes, just because it's like two warring factions, a family in Hills Have Eyes against the like hillbillies in the countryside, in the same aspect as the rockers and their crew against this family of recluse people. Just a really awesome, interesting flavor. But guys, Blood Tracks, like I said, definitely recommend it for any 80s slasher fans and fans of cult classic weird flicks. But that's going to be it for me. Hope you enjoy that one. Hope you like what I'm doing here. And if you do, like and subscribe and leave a comment below, because I always love hearing from you guys. And I love hearing your recommendations and just what your thoughts are on these movies that I cover. But that's it for me. I will see you guys at the next Lucid Nightmare. Later.